Hello, I am Zyra Rose, and welcome to this ZRTV video review of the Logitech G602 wireless gaming mouse. Just so you are aware, no one has sponsored this video, and I have bought the item in this review at full retail with my own money. So this is purely my own personal opinion and nothing more. Thank you for watching. So to start this video off, I'd like to show you the unboxing of the mouse and tell you a little bit about what drew me to this mouse. And I'll start off by saying you can currently get this mouse on sale on either Amazon.com, link will be in the description, or at Best Buy stores for $36.99 plus tax, and I think that's a pretty good deal. So I was at Best Buy once again trying to find the best value mouse I could. And I was of course drawn to Logitech because I love Logitech mice and keyboards, but I of course went through pretty much all they had to offer, and they had a nice variety, but a lot of the mice were quite expensive, and this video was to find a good more affordable mouse. So of course, when I saw the price of the Logitech G602, I couldn't believe it was so cheap, and so I decided then and there that I was gonna review a wireless gaming mouse, which is a little odd for me because I'm more of a fan of wired when it comes to gaming, but with the innovations they've had over the years, wireless gaming mice are very good now, and I figured I'd give it a try and see if I could find one that I really liked. So let me tell you a little bit about the features and functionality of this mouse and what it has to offer. The Logitech G602 gaming mouse is a completely wireless mouse that reports to a USB receiver that just plugs into a standard USB 2.0 port. It has about a 10-foot max range for using the mouse away from the receiver, but that can vary depending on things, objects in the room, and so on and so forth. And then it has, from what I've noticed, not a real noticeable input lag. Like, I can't really tell any at all. But, I'm not the most sensitive to things like that. But I definitely didn't notice any, and I think that's pretty good. Then, the mouse runs off two AA batteries that get put in from the bottom of the mouse through a little compartment that pops off, and then it boasts that it has 250 hours of playtime on a single pair of batteries. Now, I haven't played for 250 hours to test this, but I assume, I'll get into this a little later, I assume what mode it's in will have something to do with that. But moving on, let's talk about something that I actually really like about the mouse, is that it has 11 programmable buttons that can easily be programmed through the Logitech gaming software application, which I really like the application. I think it's easy to use and quite simple. And plus, for all my Logitech equipment, it just all goes to one place. It's pretty nice. But if you're not a Logitech fangirl like me, then you probably won't enjoy it as much. Now, although this mouse doesn't have a dedicated steady aim button, it does allow you to set the steady aim functionality to any button on the mouse that you want, which I think is, I love having a steady aim on a mouse, like just the DPI shift button. It is incredibly nice to have if you're wanting to do something precise, but let's not get into that. Let's move on. This mouse offers real-time sensitivity switching with a max of 5 programmable presets that you can change to be whatever you want on a range between 250 DPI to 2500 DPI. These 5 modes by default can be switched through by using the G10 and G11 key on the mouse, which is located right by your index finger, and it's quite easy to reach, but these keys are not dedicated to that function, and they can be changed to do just about anything else you want. This mouse has 2 different modes that can be switched between by a switch on the top of the mouse right behind the scroll wheel that changes it from a gaming performance mode to a battery saving mode. Personally, I haven't noticed much of a difference in playing in either, but that's up to you. Make your own decision. I personally just leave it in gaming performance mode because I'm not too worried about the battery life, but that's also just me. So now I'll try to sum it all up for you and tell you my major likes and dislikes about the mouse and answer the question of, do I think it's worth it? My major likes start with the fact that it has 11 buttons. I absolutely love that. It is a key thing that I look for in mice. I love lots of programmable buttons, so that's a big like of mine for this mouse. Next is that it has a thumb rest. Not a lot of mice seem to have thumb rests, but in my mind, a good mouse has a thumb rest. Next is the easy to use Logitech gaming software that lets you program it really quickly, efficiently, and it's so simple. But yeah, that's pretty much all the major likes I have about this. So let's move on to my major dislikes. So the first dislike I have is I like a higher DPI mouse than this for gaming. I prefer something goes up to like 6,000. But that's just my preference. Not everyone feels that way, and not that many mice actually go up that high, so yeah, it's a hit or miss. But I do like the mouse. It's just a little low on the DPI range. Next is the button layout. Now, I don't hate the button layout. It's not terrible, but they did put 6 buttons right next to each other on your thumb rest that are all kind of sunk next to each other, and you could easily hit one you didn't mean to hit. But it's not terrible. I still like it. It's just the layout could have been done a little bit better for my taste. Next is that this mouse, this might be a bonus for some, is a rather lightweight mouse. Now, I don't know how to compare it to other lightweight mice, but I know for my personal likes of heavy mice, this mouse is just a little too light for me. Yeah, my normal mouse is much more my style with weight, but yeah, it's just something that you get with a mouse that doesn't have an adjustable weight system. And then finally, the last thing I want to say is this mouse is not adjustable. Now, I will give it credit, it is a pretty comfortable mouse to hold, but it doesn't adjust to your hand size like other mice that I would favor. So it is a dislike of mine that this mouse is not very adjustable. So that was all the dislikes I have, and now to sum up and answer the question, do I think it's worth it? Well, for the current sale price that you can get it at, I don't know how long it'll be at this price, but with the current price you can get it at, I think it is very worth it. It is a good mouse, it is reliable, no input delay, it's great. I think it's wonderful. Well, that's pretty much everything I had to say about the Logitech G602 wireless gaming mouse. Thank you so much for watching, I really appreciate it, and if you dislike this video, feel free to hit that button, but if you like this video, hit like, subscribe to let me know I should keep making these, and thank you for watching!